Open your bank statement and scroll to the small recurring charges. $9 here, $20 there, $49 for a tool exactly one person on the team opens twice a month. None of it is huge on its own, and all of it adds up to a quiet, permanent tax on getting work done. You are paying every single month to schedule a call, to back up your photos, to sign a document, to draw a diagram. And almost every one of those tools has a free twin that does the exact same job. That twin is sitting on GitHub right now in the open for anyone to clone. Not some abandoned knockoff, software with 100,000 stars that real companies are running in production today. Here's the whole move. You take the expensive logo, say Google Photos, and you swap in a free one that does the same thing. Same features, same polish, and the price tag falls all the way to zero. And I did not dig up just one of these. I found 10 open source projects so good they honestly should not be free, and 10 paid tools they quietly put out of a job. These are not weekend toys. Together, these 10 repositories carry nearly 800,000 stars, thousands of contributors, and years of commits. And every single one of those stars is a developer raising a hand to say, this one is the real deal. So what is the catch? You host it yourself. One command in a terminal, a small server somewhere, and the thing that used to bill you monthly is just sitting there, running, yours, and that flips the entire deal. Instead of renting software forever, you set it up once and you own it. The paid tool keeps charging every month. Your copy just keeps working. I am going to show you every single one, the actual GitHub page, the stars, the description, so you can open a new tab and try the thing tonight for free. Photos, automation, databases, design, analytics, deployment, e-signatures. There is a free open source heavyweight for almost every category you are already handing a credit card. So let us count them down. 10 repos, 10 paid tools on the chopping block, starting at number 10 and working our way up to the one the whole internet is obsessed with. Number 10, Documenso. Sending a contract for signature almost always means DocuSign, and DocuSign charges you per user, per month, forever. Documenso is the open source version, real signatures, a full audit trail, completely yours. You upload a PDF, drop in the signature fields, and send the link. The other side signs in the browser, every action is logged and tamper evident, and you never paid a per-seat fee to make it happen. Number 9, Cal.com. Calendly built a billion-dollar company on basically one feature. Pick a time, book a meeting, Cal.com gives you that exact scheduling page on your own domain with no per-seat tax and no upsell wall. And because the code is open, you can bend the booking flow to do whatever your business actually needs. It plugs into your calendars, handles time zones and buffers, round robins a whole team, and embeds anywhere. Everything the paid booking tools gate behind their higher tiers just switched on. Number 8, PostHog. Product analytics tools like Amplitude and Mixpanel start free, then get genuinely frightening the moment your traffic grows and they bill you per event. PostHog hands you the whole suite: product analytics, session replay, feature flags, surveys, and a /B tests in one repo you can run yourself. Funnels, retention curves, heat maps, and a recording of the exact session where a user rage-clicked and left. The same insight the expensive platforms sell, without metering you per event. Number 7, Penpot. Figma is brilliant, and after Adobe came knocking, a lot of teams got nervous about betting their whole design system on it. Penpot is the open source design tool that cannot be bought out from under you, and it is built for the handoff developers actually dread. Design a component on the canvas, and Penpot gives you clean, real code for it. No plugin, no export hack, no paywall in the middle. Number 6, NocoDB. Airtable made the spreadsheet database gorgeous, then started charging $20+ per user. NocoDB points at a database you already have and turns it into the same friendly grid with forms and views, minus the per-seat bill. Rows, relations, a Kanban board, a calendar, a shareable form, all on top of plain Postgres or MySQL. Your data stays in your own database instead of locked inside someone else's product. Number 5, Coolify. Vercel, Heroku, and Netlify make deploying feel like magic, right up until the bandwidth bill and the per-seat pricing arrive. Coolify gives you that same push-to-deploy flow on a server you own for the flat, predictable cost of the box it runs on, and nothing more. Connect a Git repo and Coolify builds it, ships it, and hands back a live URL with an SSL certificate, databases, backups, and all. The one-click deploy without the usage-based panic at the end of the month. Number 4, Excalidraw. That hand-drawn whiteboard look everyone uses to explain an idea on a call? Miro and Lucidchart want a monthly per-editor subscription for it. Excalidraw does the same thing instantly, in your browser, with live collaboration for absolutely nothing. Boxes, arrows, a quick architecture sketch that looks human instead of corporate, drawn in seconds, exported in one click. 126,000 stars say it is the one people actually reach for. Number 3. Supabase. When Google's Firebase locked a whole generation of apps into a proprietary database you can never truly take with you, Supabase answered with a real Postgres database, authentication, file storage, and instant APIs, fully open source and yours to export and walk away with any day you like. Create a table and you instantly get a live database, row-level security, and auto-generated APIs on top of it. The same backend in an afternoon feeling, without being trapped inside one company's cloud. Number 2. N8N. Zapier charges you by the task, and a single busy automation can quietly run up hundreds of dollars a month as it scales. N8N is the visual automation builder you self-host, where running 10,000 workflows costs exactly the same as running 10, because you are paying for a server, not for every step. You drag nodes onto a canvas, wire a trigger to an action to an AI step, and let it run on your own machine. With nearly 200,000 stars, it is the fastest growing project on this entire list. And number 1, Immich. This is the repo that converts people, the one that makes someone set up their first home server. It is a self-hosted replacement for Google Photos, so polished it almost feels illegal to call it free. And with over 100,000 stars, it has quietly become the most beloved project in all of self-hosting. Your entire camera roll backs up automatically from your phone. Face recognition, instant search, albums, a genuinely beautiful timeline, everything Google Photos does, except the photos live on your hardware and nobody is scanning them. And honestly, 10 was not enough. Quickfire. Plausible replaces Google Analytics without spying on your visitors. AppFlowy is an open source Notion. Listmonk blasts your newsletters instead of MailChimp. Dub gives you your own branded link shortener instead of Bitly. And Ollama runs real language models right on your laptop, so even the AI subscription just became optional. The list genuinely keeps going. Now let us be honest, because free is not actually free. It just moves the cost. Instead of dollars, you pay in time. Someone has to run the server, install the updates, take the backups, and fix the thing at midnight when it breaks. A big part of what a subscription buys you is the right to never think about any of that. And a couple of these are not technically open source. N8N and a few others are what is called fair code, free to run for yourself, but you pay if you turn around and resell them as a service. Read the license before you bet a company on it. Self-hosting also means you own the security. No vendor is patching things for you, and no support line picks up at 2 in the morning. For a side project, that is freedom. For payroll data, think hard about whether you want that job. So when should you just pay? If you have no server, no ops person, and zero patience for maintenance, pay and do not feel bad about it. Most of these projects even sell an official hosted version, so you can pay the people who built it instead of a middleman. The point was never that paid is bad. It is that you finally have a real choice, but add it up. Scheduling, analytics, design, photo backup, deployment. Replace just 5 of these, and you are easily saving a few $1,000s a year on tools that are very often better than the ones you were renting. So there is your list. 10 repositories, nearly 800,000 stars between them, each one quietly killing a tool somebody is still paying for this month. Photos, automation, backend, design, the whole stack, open and waiting. The strange truth of software in 2026 is that some of the best tools in the entire world are not for sale at all. They were built in the open by people who just wanted them to exist, and they are sitting in a public repository right now, one Git clone away from being yours. If this just saved you a subscription, subscribe back. Cloud Codes takes apart the tools and systems you actually use every single week. Build, solve, deploy. And I will see you in the next